Okay, so we'll only watch the 2014 game, which will be a really good game to watch, I think. Played really well. This was probably our best game of the weekend. And this was a really good kind of bounce back game for the 2014s who really struggled last week with I think three of these guys um being sick during the game. Okay. Okay, so that was really good. The one thing I'll say about this is that Zach, who's I don't think is on the call, but Zach should see this. So I love the point there by Jetien. Okay, so we can start that here. Okay, but he shouldn't have to point. We should be able to see the space ourselves and attack. Okay, a great ball there would have had us in a really good starting position. Okay, we had 60% possession in this game, which was really great. I don't remember the other stats, so can't really get into it. Okay. And now we have our first problem. Who can spot our first problem here? I want you to look over everything that you see on this field, and there's one problem.
That player in red is
The
open.
guy is open.
Yep. So, what do we always say that we should be doing as the first part of defending?
Stay on your man.
Okay. Even more specific.
Don't leave anyone open.
Okay. First part of defending is always to get what?
In between the ball and the net.
In between the ball and the
Net.
not in between the ball and the net, but in between our player and the net, right? So we can see here that Ran is out of position. He should be, oops, let's get it right there, in between the player and the net. Okay, so that's our first issue there. Oops. Okay. Okay, now let's look at Zach here on the weak side. Okay, remember the strong side is if we draw this line, this is the strong side. And this is the weak side. The weak side is the one without the ball. So Zach is on the weak side. Okay, he's done his shift, which is fantastic. But we spoke about this at practice on Friday. Where do we want our winger to be in relation to the ball when they're coming in?
Behind the ball so they can shoot.
Exactly. So it needs to be behind that ball so that he can make that run in. Okay. Okay, here, what do we notice with Ryan? Okay, who does really well there. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, we were able to attract them. Okay, I want to show you that again. Okay, we attracted them and we moved them away, right? So that's fantastic. They were all here. So if we take this and we put them all here, okay, and then we play by playing the ball back, right? They were over here. And now all of them are over here. So we did a really good job by resetting to move the players. Okay, and this is really good by Lucas. Okay, both defenders are in support. Okay, Rand doesn't find space, but Jetien does. Then a great ball here for Zach. And we've built up really well here. And then now again, too many players. So we move them. Okay, which is really good. That's a really good save there by Lucas.
Defensive more. Good. Back the ball. Nice touch. Wait. The pass has to be better. Hustle.
I think this is where we score our first goal here. Okay, again, resetting. Okay, great scissors. And then we find the net. All right. Now, if you look at Rayanne's shot there, he wasn't going for power, he was going for placement, right? He put it on the far side, which is exactly where we want it in case there's a rebound, right? If you put it to the front post and you miss, then there's no rebound there, okay? Because usually that ball goes out of bounds. Okay. Again, too many here. So we should be resetting it, even though we're able to beat them all 1v1. Okay, again, 2 against 1. I don't know what the call there was, but what?
Reset. Somebody reset. Look at the space.
Guys, you can kind of hear me in the background, but if we go back here, okay, there's so much space that we have in the back that we can just move the opponent up. And instead, we're staying here. And it's a 3 against 3 in like the smallest area ever. So we really have to understand that we should be using our goalkeepers because now all of our goalkeepers can play with our feet, right? And all of them are just as good as players. So we have to start utilizing them more because that gives us an advantage on the field. Okay, this is really good. Punchy's in a good position. David's in a decent position. I would say even more to come in and block in between the player and the net. Okay, that's good. Punchy's wide open. Okay, there. We should be scanning. We're not scanning, so our first touch is not into space. Okay, our second touch is also pretty poor because of that. And that's a great stop by Lucas. Okay, that I don't really like. Okay, and then here We're not scanning, so there's a player open in the back, right? Yeah, it's a great pass by Ramazan. And then now, oh, this is our second goal, I think, coming. Okay, so I think this is where Jotia makes a fantastic pass to Rayan. Okay, and then he's not going to miss from there. Okay, a fantastic play. Just great vision to make that pass through. Okay, that's a good press by David. Excellent. It's fantastic winning it back. Okay. But we should be able to see there that there's a 3v1. Okay, what's the problem here? What do you guys see as the problem?
Number 24 is not in between the player and the net.
Okay, Zach's not there. Who else isn't?
I don't know the person's name, but the person to the right of the person trying to get the ball.
Yep. That's Rayan. So Rayan, okay. This is one of the big problems we're having, Rayan, is you're not getting here. Okay. And if this was a team that could make this pass, then all they would have to do is just touch through, and then this player would have been on a breakaway, and then we would have been in trouble. Lucas is also not in a good position. He should be up, but he's not on the call, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Now we're in a good position, so now we won't get beat.
Go, Ramazan, go. Find a passing lane, stay behind the ball. Stay behind the ball. That's it.
Okay, that's almost. Okay, so what was wrong with Ramazan's shot there? Can we see that again? Okay, which part of the foot did he not use that Rayan used in his goal?
The lace?
When we're so close to the net, do we need power?
No.
What do we need?
Accuracy?
Yeah, that's right. So we just have to pass the ball into the open part of the net, and that's it. Right? Okay, Prunchy's out of position there. See where Rayan's player is. Rayan's player is up there. He's out of position. Okay, we win it back. Yeah, that's good defending by Prunchy. Great pass. It's a great ball. Almost. Okay, that's much better though by Ramazan. Okay, so Ramazan is now pressing. Okay, and we talked about this. What do we want to do in our press?
Cut the passing lane?
Cut the passing lane. Now, we want to cut the passing lane this way. So he needs to be cutting this passing lane here. Okay, so instead of running this way, he should be running here and then pressing. Okay. And then every single player should be on their player as well. Okay, Rand's out of position again. His player's completely open. Okay, now when we start playing higher level teams, which the 2014s will in the summer, these are the little mistakes that teams that we play against are going to take advantage of, right? That ability, if they see a player completely open, they're going to find a player. Simple as that. Okay, right, Rand, so right there. Okay, that's a great touch by Ramazan. Okay, should have passed it there. That's a great fake. And we talked about this fake. And we talked about that fake, right, in our rondos when before we get the ball, if we take a step, that's really what we're looking at. And then Prunchy's out of position there, left number 10 alone. So on defense, we have to be very, very sure that the player that we're defending doesn't get in between us and the net. Okay, Prunchy's doing a good job there. That's good by Jetien. Okay, again, Rand's out of position. Oh, that's a great ball. Ooh, that should have been a foul.
Ramazan, press now. Cut, Ramazan. Cut the lane, Crunchy. Cut still. Don't press in. Hey, you got to cut that lane, though. Go, look up. Go, Ramazan. Find a passing lane. Go. Keep going. Attack back. Possession, Crunchy.
Oh, good scissors. That's a great decision there. Okay, that was Zach trying to reset. He just kind of wasn't able to, but that's okay. Yeah, but the intent I really like.
That's you. Good, Jaden. Stay on him, Jaden. Zach, back behind the ball. Shift.
Right, so you can hear me, right? So Zach, we talk about this right now. This is exactly what we're working on in our sessions, right? Zach should be coming into this space here. Okay. He's behind the ball. So that part is good, but he's too far away. So that pass won't make it to him. David's also out of position. I know he's a forward, but he should be a little bit behind. Jetien is out of position. Jetien should be behind that ball. And then we've got that pass back. We've got that pass here. And then we've also got a cross. Okay. So those are the things that we're looking for that we're going to be working on this week again, just like we did last week.
Shift, Go now. Possession. Reset, Ramazan. Go, Armando, go. Get there. You got Mason if you need. Wait. Go, Armando.
Oh, what a great save.
Armando. Push your laces through it.
A good scan by Ramazan. I like that. Not a good decision there. And who should be there again? Who should be there? Who should be there?
Rayon?
Rayan. Does that make sense, Rayan? Do you see why you need to come back more? Right? And as soon as we lose it, I want you thinking picking up the player. Does that make sense, Rayan? Yes? Yes, Rayan? I don't know if you can unmute yourself, but okay.
Come on, guys! Wake up! Jaden!
Yeah, my mic was just unmuted. I couldn't.
Okay.
Press! Press!
That's a great ball by Lucas. And this is what I mean. Okay. Our goalkeepers are so good with their feet and they make fantastic decisions like that. And that's why we need to use them more.
Hustle back, guys!
And when we use our goalkeeper, like we just used Lucas here, okay, right, what it does is all eyes are on the goalkeeper, and that gives Rand and the other wingers so much space here. And what's great about a goalkeeper like Lucas is he's got a hard, let's call it a shot across, right? So he can go long, which he does here, and it gets through the players. And now we're in a 3v2, which between Jetien and Rand, and now it's a 4v2 and Zach. This is always going to be a goal, always. Okay. And especially when we go across the net and there's a rebound, we still have two players there. So even if the goalie would have saved that, that would have been a goal. So, yeah. So that's very impressive there. Okay. And what I love about that is we've built out it back. We started with our goalkeeper and we ended with a goal. That's fantastic to me. Right. And I just want you to see this is what we're working on. Okay. On the defensive side. Okay. And this is a very, very good tackle here by Zach. Okay. Because he uses his arm first. Okay. And that arm isn't pulling, it's just coming across to win the ball. Okay. So he's not pulling, he's not fouling, which I love. And that's really good. And that's a great decision there. And then now we're easily able to get out because we've attracted them back. So this was a really great 2 minutes by Zach here. Okay. So he sees that there's two players here, so he can't go. So he makes the pass back. And then now the space opens up, which Ramazan could have done this in one touch. Takes a little bit of a stumble, but that's okay. He still finds that lane. Zach then Jetien again to do what? To attract them. And then Zach now has that space again. And then a great try to get that ball to Rayan. That's exactly everything that we've worked on. Okay. Okay, 3v1 here. We should always win that. And again, great job by Zach. Just brilliant decision making by him.
Behind the ball, Rand!
Okay, I love it. I absolutely love that. Again, a great decision across, just didn't find feet there. Okay, we really want to try and get that cross on the ground if we can.
David, Fred, stay back, more defensive. Yes,
Okay, so let's look right now on the weak side because that's where the trouble comes in. Okay, so watch the weak side. That's, again, the side without the ball. Okay, watch it, watch it, watch it. Player's completely open. Prunchy's not in the right position. Okay, and that's very dangerous.
Take him in. David, stay. David, stay. Yeah, that's it. Stay. That's it.
Okay, so again, player behind Ramazan. I do like the position Zach's in. Okay, it's really good. That's fantastic. And that's just an easy goal. Okay, that's great. Okay, now Zach is out of position back here. Okay, number 10 is open.
Reset. Lucas, help. Oh my God.
Okay, so what was wrong with that tackle? Let's look at David's tackle here. Okay. So what was wrong with that? I know
He
it's a little...
jumped in.
Yeah, he went in feet first, right? And if we compare that with Zach's tackle, okay, Zach went in arm first, right? So when we go in with leg first, we're off balance there, right? So I don't like that. And that's why David got beat there pretty easily. Again, Ramazan leads with his foot. Now, if you watch Zach here, he'll go in with his arm and he'll easily win the ball, right? And that's the difference, okay? And the sooner we start defending that way, the better it'll be. Okay, that I don't really like. We didn't have a player up there, and we just kind of gave it away. But that's okay.
Press David. Neelan back. Neelan back. Neelan scan. Ramazan scan.
Okay, now Zach's not scanning on the weak side. Now we win it, so we're okay. Okay, now Zach's behind that ball. Okay, David wasn't. He wasn't able to get that. Yeah, that's really great now. That's a great ball. And then Rand's in a good position supporting there. And that's a good goal. Okay. And why did that goal happen? Right? Where was Rand? He was behind the ball as Zach had it, right? So if we freeze it when Zach gets it, okay, Zach didn't pass it, but Rand's behind that ball. He's in the center space, so he's able to get all that ball. Now, that would have been a cross anyway, I think, but yeah. All right, well, it is family day, so I will stop a little bit early today. Yeah, that's it for today. I will see you all